Origin and spread of mercantilism. Introduction. Mercantilism is an economic policy that is designed to maximize the export and minimize the import for an economy. It became the dominant school of economic thought in Europe throughout the late Renaissance and the early modern period from the 15th to the 18th century. Evidence of mercantilistic practices appear in early modern Venice, Genoa, and Pisa regarding to control of the Mediterranean trade in bullion. However, the empiricism of the Renaissance, which first began to qualify the large-scale trade accurately, marked mercantilism's birth as a codified school of economic theories. The Italian economist and mercantilist Antonio Serra is considered to have written one of the first treatises on political economic with his 1613 work, a short treatise on the wealth and poverty of nations. Mercantilism, in its simplest form, is bullionism. Yet mercantilist writers emphasize the circulation of money and reject hoarding. Their emphasis on monetary metals accord with current ideas regarding the money supply, such as the stimulative effect of a growing money supply. Fiat money and floating exchange rate have since rendered specie concern irrelevant. In time, industrial policy supplanted the heavy emphasis on money, accompanied by a shift in focus from the capacity to carry on war to promote general prosperity. Mature neo-mercantilist theory recommends selective high tariffs for infant industries or the promotion of the mutual growth of countries through national industrial specialization. England began the first large-scale and integrative approach to mercantilism during the Elizabeth era 1558 to 1603. An early statement on national balance of trade appeared in Discourse of the Commonweal of this Realm of England 1549. We must always take heed that we buy no more from strangers than we sell them, for so should we improvise ourselves and enrich them. The period featured various but often disjointed efforts by the court of Queen Elizabeth to develop a naval and merchant fleet capable of challenging the Spanish stranglehold on trade and of expanding the growth of bullion at home. Queen Elizabeth promoted the Trade and Navigation Acts in Parliament and issued orders to her navy for the protection and promotion of English shipping. A systematic and coherent explanation of the balance of trade emerged in Thomas Moon's argument, England's treasure by foreign trade, or the balance of our foreign trade is the rule of our treasure. Written in the 1620s and published in 1664. Elizabeth effectively marshaled national resources to defend England against the formidable Spanish Empire, setting the stage for the eventual establishment of a global empire in the 19th century. Key proponents of the English mercantilist system, such as Gerard de Melins and Thomas Moon, laid its foundation by articulating concepts found in Elizabethan economic strategies. Josiah Child later expanded these ideas. Similarly, French authors, notably Jean-Baptiste Colbert, played a pivotal role in shaping French mercantilism during the 17th century. This economic framework underwent significant liberalization during Napoleon's rule, especially considering France's prominent economic status in Europe at that time. Under Louis XVI, Colbert's guidance as Controller General of Finances underscored the belief that the state's interests, as defined by the monarch, suspended those of merchants and any other troops. Mercantilist policies aimed to bolster the state, particularly during periods of continuous conflict, tasking the state with strengthening the economy and undermining foreign rivals. However, the dominance of mercantilist thought began to wane in late 18th century. This shift came after British control over Mughal Bengal and the establishment of British India by the East India Company. These events, coupled with the arguments presented by Adam Smith and the classical economists, marked the decline of academic support for mercantilism. The British Parliament's 1846 repealed the Corn Laws under Robert Peel signaled the rise of free trade as an alternative economic system.